About 6 days' time, we will know the 3 teams qualifying directly to Qatar and the 1 team going into the playoff. Tonight, we see El Salvador coming on the road to take on Jamaica. The last time these 2 teams played in San Salvador back in November, it was a 1-1 draw, but it was late drama as Michael Antonio opened the scoring in the 82nd minute, only for Alex Roldan to come back and equalize and salvage a point for La Selecta at home. A look at tonight's referees. It's Fernando Hernandez, the man in the middle. He's from Mexico. There's been a last-minute change. It's Danian Parchment who will be tonight's 4th official here in Kingston, and the 2 captains, of course, coming together in Darwin Seren, along with Andre Blake of Jamaica.
Okay, Parchment. Let's do it. Okay? Listo. Okay. Listo.
Final words there from the referees as we will take a look at tonight's starting lineups. We start with Paul Hall's Jamaica 11. 3 changes from the 1-0 loss against Costa Rica last time out at the beginning of February. But some familiar faces, but some faces you will not see. And Michael Antonio not called into the squad this time. Leon Bailey, though, is in the 11 alongside Andre Gray. On the other side for El Salvador, 2 changes and 2 pretty big ones. Alex Roldan alongside Enrico Duenas do not dress tonight. They will not be on the bench. And this is the 11 that Hugo Perez is rolling out. Still very familiar faces, though, on both sides, especially on the back line for El Salvador, which sees pretty much the same back line that we saw in the last match. It's a warm night here, 83 degrees, a bit of humidity, and also some island breeze here in Jamaica. A pretty light crowd. You see some of those fans there on the side right under our camera position. And a look at the VAR room as well tonight. Jorge Duran of Mexico alongside Juan Calderon of Costa Rica will be manning the VAR for tonight's match. So we are just about set to go. The 2 goalkeepers tonight wearing number 1 in Mario Gonzalez of El Salvador and Andre Blake of Jamaica. The first match on the calendar here in March in CONCACAF. It'll kick off the final 3 match days of CONCACAF World Cup qualifying. The first of 4 matches on this Thursday evening across the region. And of course, the big one in Mexico City between the United States and Mexico. Costa Rica also taking on Canada. And the other one being Panama and Honduras. But we start it right here in Kingston. There's the whistle, and away we go. Match day number 12 in CONCACAF World Cup qualifying. Sees Jamaica in, of course, their familiar yellow and black, and in all blue is El Salvador. Well, Jamaica coming into this match tonight, into these final 3 matches, they are eliminated already from progressing on to either the playoff or those top 3 spots. But here's already a good opportunity, and it's Leon Bailey on the ball. Little back heel to keep this moving. And already Jamaica able to look into the attack. The header by Zavaleta powerfully out of play. It'll be a corner kick. Well, they're not looking like a team that is already eliminated. On the other side, though, for El Salvador, they must get 3 points tonight if they want to stay alive. Still a chance to get into that playoff position that currently is being held by Panama. Ball played towards the top of the area. The shot comes on. It was Zavaleta again to block it down. Damian Lowe steps forward. The center back lays it off for Bailey. Leon Bailey. Speedy Williams back out for Damian Lowe. Moves it along for Bailey, deflecting around. That last came off of Bailey, and it's out for a goal kick. A very promising start, though, for Jamaica. The Reggae boys coming out with some fire to start. We'll see what El Salvador has tonight. Both teams have really struggled to score goals in this competition over the last few months. Both of them coming in towards the bottom of the goal scoring categories. Only those bottom 4 teams in Costa Rica, El Salvador, Jamaica, and Honduras haven't scored more than 9 goals, and Jamaica does have 9. El Salvador has only scored 6. Both of them come in with a -7 goal difference. And this Jamaica coming into this match on 7 points, El Salvador 2 points better on 9. But they need a lot to go their way, El Salvador, if they want to see themselves into that playoff spot. And they will also need some help along the way. Part of that from Honduras and Canada tonight. But that would only mean El Salvador getting 3 points tonight. Trying to find some space. It's Eriq Calvillo tracking down this loose ball, and now all the way back to Andre Blake. Jamaican #1, he's held that position for quite a while. Lowe plays this back for Mariappa, who swings it around for King. Here's Richard King, trying to play this through the middle, and it actually comes off. Green will get there, or at least it looked like he would at first. I think he lost where that ball was coming from. Well, there's a look at the technical area for Jamaica, and of course Paul Hall in charge of this Jamaican side. And he said coming into this match, for 20 however long years we've been trying to do the same thing. Now we need to draw a line somewhere and show some improvement. He says it's not going to happen overnight. We don't want to come in 8th, but you do want to win games. And we see a pretty familiar squad to what we saw at the end of February in that 1-0 loss against Costa Rica right here at Independence Park. Now, this is no doubt a Jamaican team trying to build for the future with them already being eliminated. And they actually do have a winning record all time against this El Salvador team. They have found results over the last 3 home qualifiers against El Salvador. A couple of 1-0 wins in the 1998 cycle along with the 2002 cycle. And then a 0-0 draw in 2006. And what that means for El Salvador is they haven't scored in Jamaica in quite some time. And really it's Jamaica trying to play spoiler. And with this game first on the docket tonight, it really makes things interesting for the rest of the night, where of course the teams in the top 5 are really battling for those 3 spots along with the 1 playoff spot, pardon me, but those 2 teams in Panama and Costa Rica playing chase at the moment. As this is played into space for Leon Bailey, he turns on the Jets. Leon Bailey's in. Leon Bailey the extra touch, and somehow he doesn't score. Maybe 1 too many touches. Boy, you would have fancied him to score that goal. Great build-up again from the Reggae boys. Just able to stay on side with Ronald Rodriguez there in defense. Little deflection off of the goalkeeper, Gonzalez. Bailey just that extra touch, and really good job tracking back defensively from Ronald Rodriguez. But it will be another corner kick coming for Jamaica.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And it's Bailey who stands over this. Bailey with the in-swinger. Zavaleta the clearing header. Lee. Plenty of space for Jamaica to exploit. Curling this in again. Mariappa. Now for Bailey. He likes it on that left foot. Moves it into the middle. Green trying to turn the corner and chip this up to the back post. Lowe keeps it in play, or so we thought. It was out for a goal kick. Well, Jamaica really coming out strong. Gonzalez looking at notes he's made for himself pregame. Another look at this sequence. We'll see if this ball did sneak out of play. Yeah, there's no doubt that was out past that end line, and the AR on the near side was all over it. Gonzalez looking for an avenue of distribution. Enriquez gets his head to it. All he can do is head it into the hands of the waiting Andre Blake. Lofted over the top. Bailey got a touch to it. Andre Gray was not really assertive in going to track that ball down, but this will be a foul on Leon Bailey. Some concern here for Ronald Rodriguez. Plays his club football for FC Tulsa in the USL Championship, the second division in the United States. And already a couple of players starting to warm up. A look at Hugo Perez. Rodriguez back on his feet. So Rodriguez looks like he'll at least try to continue on, walk off the pain, as Mario Gonzalez will get the ball back rolling. Hugo Perez took to Twitter this week, and one of his tweets saying he was asked if he knew that they hadn't won El Salvador in Jamaica for 30 years. He said basically that's irrelevant. We're just going to learn from the past and try to forge forward in the future. But that last win coming November 22nd, 1992, a brace from Milton Melendez and a 2-0 win. Those were also the last goals that they have scored in Jamaica. So it's been quite some time since they have come to this island nation and scored a goal. We'll see if they can break that trend tonight. But when it comes to World Cup qualifiers, you can't get any more even than these two teams are. 3-3-3. Both teams 9 goals and 9 goals allowed.
Robbie, Greg.
There's Damian Lowe. Pressured by his opposite number 17 in Enriquez.
Daniel, be ready! Squeeze up! Come on, Daniel!
Space to work in the middle now for Eriq Calvillo. Big opportunity for Calvillo tonight. Making another start for Hugo Perez and this El Salvador men's national team in World Cup qualifying. Another player who plays in the USL Championship with El Paso Locomotive. Shot from distance, and Blake pushes it over the bar. Right towards the center of his goal, but he was taking no chances. It's a corner kick for El Salvador. Really nice save there by Andre Blake.
Hey, let's go, Nick. Come on, let's go, let's go.
With the right foot of Narciso Orellana, who has been in and out of World Cup qualifying.
Hey, trigger. One left. Okay, yeah, off the post, Hey, come with it.
It'll be an in-swinger coming from the far side, and this from Alexander Loreen, who is a dangerous left foot. The flicked header is well over the bar. Nelson Bonilla got his head onto it, not able to put it on frame.
Hey, yo!
King. One check! One coming on the field! Keeper!
Played down the line, it's Brown. And now Bailey in the middle, and able to switch the point of attack. All the way to the far side for Green. Left it just behind Ravel Morrison, and it was Daniel Green, a bit too overzealous, the 24-year-old, making his World Cup qualifying debut tonight.
Ready?
Here's Loreen. Now Calvillo. Plays it centrally, Darwin Seren. Who again switches the point of attack for El Salvador.
Hey, Max, you can go. Yeah, let it out.
And now collected by Eriq Zavaleta, who did miss some time in the last window due to injury. And he is back in the lineup tonight. Of course, very important in that back line for Hugo Perez and El Salvador. It'll be interesting to see how they react without Alex Roldan, alongside Enrico Dueñas, who said via Twitter he's going to be the biggest fan tonight while he's watching at home. Bailey slides this in, a bit too far though for Brown. And it's out for a goal kick. Hugo Perez getting some instructions.
Go! Yeah, man, get a man. I want to man.
Enriquez. I mentioned how difficult it's been for both of these teams to score goals, but this is actually kept in play. And still nothing doing all the way back to Andre Blake, whose clearances failed. Nelson Bonilla will just let this bounce out for a corner kick. But in terms of goal scoring, Jamaica, their leading goal scorer through World Cup qualifying, Mikel Antonio, has only 3 goals. Shamar Nicholson a couple. And then 4 players have tallied 1 goal.
Be ready.
But of course, Mikel Antonio not called in. He stays back with West Ham United. And it's Eriq Calvillo who gets ready to swing this in.
One left. Yes. Away!
Driven ball in, looking for the head of Zavaleta. Here's Seren.
Back to build pressure. Time.
Trying to switch that play again, and nobody in a blue shirt over on that far touchline. Paul Hall, who took over for Theodore Whitmore back in December. Another game under his belt here tonight after the 3 at the end of January and in early February.
Squeeze up.
He also did play that friendly, the 3-0 loss against Peru in January. So since he has taken over, it's been 4 straight losses. But in World Cup qualifying, all those games have been a 1-goal margin. The 2-1 loss against Mexico, pardon me. The 3-2 loss against Panama, and then the 1-0 loss against Costa Rica. Actually did score the opening goal in that game against Mexico right here at home. Unable to close the job. It's really impressive to see how far this El Salvador men's national team has come. They haven't been in a final round of World Cup qualifying since the 2010 cycle. It's going to be a long road to get to Qatar if they are to make it through the playoff. They'll need a lot of results to go their way, along with, you'd think, 9 points. The odds are stacked against them, and again, it is Ronald Rodriguez who is hit across the face. A drop ball puts it back in play, and El Salvador will start their build here from the back. All the way down the line, and the 2 goalkeepers will pretty much just trade goal kicks. It's King under some pressure. A throw-in won by El Salvador. Alexander Loreen now. On the turn, it's Bonilla, and it's another corner kick for El Salvador. The youngster Richard King, 20 years old, who plays right here in Jamaica with Cavaliers club football. And this will be the left foot of Alexander Loreen. Curling this in towards the near post, and the clearance is just over the bar. Blake was flat-footed, and will do it again, this time from the other side. Damian Lowe, precarious clearance. And this time it will be Eriq Calvillo. So it's El Salvador preferring the outswingers here.
Let's go!
The outswinger towards the penalty spot, and down and in! Eriq Zavaleta scores for El Salvador! It's their first goal in Jamaica in 30 years, and it opens the scoring in the 21st minute. They need to win this game, and they have a great start. Zavaleta able to beat Andre Blake. The second successive corner kick for El Salvador turns up with the opening goal. Look at it from behind. Down into the ground, exactly what you're told to do. And it's a second international goal for Eriq Zavaleta. wasn't fit to take on the United States, a game that, of course, he wanted to play in back in January. But the new LA Galaxy man able to find a big goal here for El Salvador and give them a great start. We mentioned the last time these two teams played back in November in El Salvador. Took until the 82nd minute to find an opening goal. But tonight it only takes about 20 minutes. So after all that early pressure, the great chance for Leon Bailey. Nothing as play continues on, but only for a moment. It was a handball by Javane Brown. Another whistle will stop play right at the midway point of this first half. That's Nelson Bonilla, who is down right on the center line.
Go to the line, please.
You can see the wrap around that left thigh of Nelson Bonilla as he makes the walk-off. Has recently eclipsed 50 caps for La Selecta. You see him right there at the center line, just going to ground, taking a seat right as the ball was put back into play. And we'll see if he's able to continue. Capable options on the bench include Kevin Reyes, Joaquin Rivas, Christian Gil. Now Gonzalez gets this downfield. The player goes down. That's Jairo Enriquez. The referee checking in with him, but play continues on. Here's King, weaving his way through, but taken off the ball by Orellana. And now trying to win it off of Seren. And he is not pleased, and that will see him into the book. And really just losing his cool there is Richard King. King just 20 years old, making his second straight start and earning his third cap tonight. Here's Calvillo. Loreen was on the overlap, but Calvillo keeps it and will recycle. Calvillo plays it in field. Almost ran through to Bonilla. El Salvador able to keep this alive. It's Orellana. Bonilla puts his right foot through it. It's a diving save down to the right for Andre Blake. Ravel Morrison for Damian Lowe. Morrison gets it back, and Andre Blake has, of course, a big task in front of him tonight. He's already been forced into one. Big save on a shot from distance. That's a foul that pretty much bailed Jamaica out there. They were struggling to play out. And this pressure really starting to give Jamaica some trouble tonight. Another look at the foul. It was Adro Enriquez, though, who has scored quite a few goals, including one in about 15 seconds just a few games ago, as this pass played down the line and just too far out of the reach of Brown. Collision behind the play. The referee took a peek at it, but lets it go on. Here's Brown. Plenty of time on the ball for Jamaica, but if you're Hugo Perez in El Salvador, I think you'll absolutely take how this game has played out thus far. It was a flurry to start, though, for Jamaica. This man right here, Leon Bailey, had a lot to do with it. Bailey trying to get this back. Heavy touch. There's the shot. It rings the post. And the threat's not gone. Now it is. Gonzalez makes the catch. What a rocket that was. Bailey trying to keep that alive. And it rings the whole goal. Looked like Ravel Morrison. He put his laces right through it. This will be what the goalkeeper saw. He had good vision of it. He was not getting close to that one, though. Well, you can see what Jamaica has been trying to do and what Paul Hall has been trying to implement. Told you that quote about it's not going to happen overnight, but of course you don't want to finish in last place. And you can see some of the young players who are starting to come on, the likes of Javane Brown, Daniel Green, Richard King. There are some good pieces in place, and then you have the experience of a captain like Andre Blake, who it's going to be tough to take the captain's armband away from him anytime soon. Eriq Jimenez, who was on the bench tonight, just 17 years old for Jamaica. A lot of people around this Reggae Boys team think has a very bright future. He currently plays for Harborview, and the referee wanting play just to get on here. Here's Leon Bailey, the Aston Villa man. Ahead for Brown. Bailey not able to receive it back. Bonilla just holding play up now. Calvillo. Alexander Loreen. Damian Lowe long over the top. Good first touch to bring this in. It's Green. Early ball across. And coming from behind is Green to commit the foul. I mentioned what Jamaica's losing in terms of an attack with no Michael Antonio. Bobby Reed also misses out, but the likes of Ethan Pinnock missing out on that back line. That ultimately thins out the center back position for Jamaica. Damian Lowe, Adrian Mariappa, both holding down those positions tonight. Ethan Pinnock, though, you'd think a very integral part moving forward and what this Jamaica national team wants to accomplish. It's a Jamaican team that has been promoted to League A in the upcoming Nations League after they went 5-0-1 in the last edition of Nations League. These two teams were in the same group. So Jamaica will have some very competitive matches coming up starting in June. Another chance for Paul Hall to assess things with the Reggae boys as they come into the attack again. And nothing doing. Seren able to intercept. And another stoppage in play here. It's Nelson Bonilla who's down. And you wonder if that is going to spell the end of the night for El Salvador's number 9. It's Steven Vasquez who is preparing to come on. At least going through some warm-ups here. Bonilla being loaded onto the stretcher here, and it does look like we will see the World Cup qualifying debut of Steven Vasquez if indeed Bonilla cannot continue on. A 19-year-old who has made 2 appearances in friendlies in 2021 for Hugo Perez. His first time on the bench though in World Cup qualifying. And it looks like it is Vasquez who is preparing to come on. And there is confirmation of the sub. So Steven Vasquez of Frupo, where he plays his club football. A 19-year-old comes on for his World Cup qualifying debut. Loreen. Now we're going to look upfield. This played into space. Gonzalez rushing off his line. And a pretty good clearance there by the El Salvador goalkeeper. Another giveaway. Speedy Williams now for Jamaica. Jamaica's been trying to keep possession and play through the lines of El Salvador, but they've almost been more successful when they've gotten some of their wingers out in space, the likes of Leon Bailey and out on the far side in green. And here is Bailey. He's always trying to be so creative for Jamaica. He's the man that's tasked with using his creativity. Here's Speedy Williams. He's able to find space with Morrison. Damian Lowe. The 2 overlapping center backs in that instance. Bravo Morrison, who's already hit the post once. Looks to find space with Brown, who whips in the cross. Lee got a touch to it. It's out for a throw-in. And not much better from Jamaica, able to build through possession. Some of the fans in attendance tonight able to applaud the effort here from their national team.
Sin falta, sin falta, sin falta. Oh, Ron, atento. ¡Ahí lo llega!
Salvador having trouble just getting a touch on the ball at the moment. It is all Jamaica as they try to respond to Eriq Zavaleta's opener in the 21st minute. King whips the ball in, looking for Andre Gray. Calmly brought down by Darwin Seren, and now cleared away by Dominguez. Speedy Williams able to keep it now for Jamaica. Good touch there by Bailey. Was trying to play it through. Again looking for Andre Gray. Foul right in front of the Jamaican bench. And you could see how they reacted. They did not like that decision from the referee, Fernando Hernandez. All the way back for Mario Gonzalez. Enriquez for Loreen, and now space opening up in the middle for Seren. Ravel Morrison coming from behind was able to break up that threat and keep it for Jamaica. Good work there by Jamaica's number 10, the Derby County man. Push in the back from Rodriguez, and a free kick for Jamaica. 5 minutes to go in this opening half. Enriquez sliding this ahead, just down to the reach of Vasquez. More pressure being put on, and Jamaica getting pinned back here. There's Brown, and now Zavaleta for El Salvador. Jamaica thought that was a foul, but play continues on. Calvillo for Vasquez. Early service in, he'll get another chance. Tried the give and go with Tamacas, and he just mishit the last pass there, Tamacas. That'll be a foul on Seren, a free kick. Looks like a yellow card will be accompanied with this foul to Darwin Seren. Here's Morrison. Is there a comeback in the cards in this opening half for Jamaica? A set-piece goal from Eriq Zavaleta in the 21st minute. And remember the earlier opportunity with Leon Bailey, who was pretty much one-on-one with Mario Gonzalez in front of goal. Some pressure from the back and a free kick. Zavaleta bringing down Leon Bailey.
Atento, atento, atento. Hey, salimos una sola línea. Calvillo, Calvillo, paso izquierda, mucho, mucho, mucho. Ahí está. Hey, atento, Jairo.
So a set-piece opportunity. Ravel Morrison to provide the service. High looping ball in. Comes back into the middle. It was blocked down. And now cleared away. It looked like that ball did go out of play. Or rather, it was offside. Damian Lowe, who got his head to it.
Otra, bola, Darwin.
All the way back to Gonzalez. Another whistle and another foul. Hugo Perez has to be happy about the opening goal, but aside from that, it's been pretty slow here from El Salvador in terms of chance creation. They've been doing a lot of defending, a lot of chasing since that ball went in the back of the net. It'll be 2 minutes of additional time at the end of this first half. And nearly a chance there, but Blake able to catch this ball cleanly, and he distributes right through the middle. Nothing doing.
Vuelta, 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 Tamacas abierto. Vamos a hacerla más difícil, hombre, dale. Salga, 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 salga. No marca.
There's Damian Lowe. Again trying to pinpoint a ball right in behind that back line. Some space opening up in the middle. Orellana, who just left the ball behind him. And now it's King, who was trying to get it out wide for Leon Bailey. Has to be a little bit of frustration here from Jamaica. They've had the ball in good areas. Leon Bailey has been creative at times. Haven't really called the name of Andre Gray much. He's that target striker tonight. Some good time on the ball for El Salvador as they just try to kill off this half. Maybe try to create one more chance. Calvillo for Larin. Very pragmatic here from El Salvador to end the half. And some space opens up on the right and they'll take it. Slides in for Enriquez. It's a heavy first touch. That's a foul. That should pretty much end this first half. And that is the end of the first 45 minutes. So El Salvador, to stay alive, they have to get 3 points. And Hugo Perez's men are halfway there. A tightly contested match here in Kingston sees Jamaica down 1-0 at halftime. El Salvador tonight as the referee sends us on our way for the second 45 minutes of action. It is El Salvador in the blue. It is Jamaica in the yellow tops and black shorts. Neither of these teams have been big goal-scoring machines in this competition. For El Salvador, they scored multiple goals against Honduras on January 30th, but that was the first time they had scored 2+ goals in a game since the quarterfinals of the Gold Cup. That spanned 14 games that they had not scored more than 1 goal. That shows you how difficult it's been for them to get on the score sheet. But when they have won in the octagonal, they have been able to keep 2 clean sheets, a 1-0 win over Panama and a 2-0 win over Honduras. We'll see if they can do that again here. They also kept 2 clean sheets in a couple of draws against the United States and Honduras to open up the octagonal. That was all the way back in September. It seems like a century ago as this ball served in, and it's taken by Gonzalez.
¡Tome la marca! ¡Tome la marca! ¡Salga! ¡Salga!
We'll see what this Jamaican team has coming forward in the second half. When you look back at the first half, it was Leon Bailey who did a lot of the creation, but the shots, they've not been plentiful, as that'll be a handball. Just 4 apiece, so nothing too dangerous for either side. Leon Bailey, though, did have some good opportunities. That comes right off the right hand of Steven Vasquez. Bailey had 2 of the 4 shots for Jamaica in the first half, and it felt like there was one of those opportunities he should have put away. Speedy Williams hits the switch. Ball played forward, it's headed down by Dominguez. Second ball picked up, then the shot is saved by Gonzalez. It's been those type of shots tonight for Jamaica. From outside the area, and that was not a bad attempt by Daniel Green. Vasquez couldn't get there for El Salvador. He came on for Nelson Bonilla in that first half after Bonilla went down a couple of times with an injury, as this is played through for Bailey, and sliding in was Gonzalez. And now a foul will end the threat as Tamacas goes down on the foul by Green. But it's been those type of balls as we look at the foul. It's been those type of passes up to the likes of Leon Bailey, Daniel Green, Andre Gray. that Jamaica has really relied on so far in this match. We'll see if they're able to really break down this El Salvador defense. Remember, no Alex Roldan and no Enrico Dueñas tonight for El Salvador. Tamacas. Enriquez trying to return it. A foul by Enriquez as he went to ground. And really no hesitation there by the referee. Straight to his pocket. That's a yellow card. Well, anytime you go to ground these days, you're just asking for a yellow card. Enriquez will nod his head, but he gets it there. Headed back centrally, and it's Vasquez. Trying to elude Speedy Williams. That's hard to do. Here's Zavaleta, tonight's goal scorer. Long over the top. Quick ball into the path of Calvillo, and he didn't get there. It was King who did first. The cross coming in from the left, Vasquez. And Blake will keep this in play. Vasquez has been a hard worker since coming on, the 19-year-old. Lofted over the top again, looking for Andre Gray. He'll possess this. He finds Lee. Now Green. Is there something on for Jamaica? Cut back for Leon Bailey. Here's Bailey. Taking the shot on, it was deflected just wide. He got good power on that shot, even though his momentum taking him away from goal. And it's a corner kick coming for Jamaica. Boy, when Leon Bailey gets on the ball, good things have happened for Jamaica. It's been trying to get him in space and getting him in spots to succeed, and now he'll stand over this corner kick for the Reggae Boys. Here's Bailey. High in swinger for Mariappa, who hits it back towards goal and out of play. Hard to get power on a cross like that, as that was way high up in the air. And Mariappa just hanging in the air, trying to get that into the top corner, and just couldn't place it correctly. Enriquez was nearly onto that. Instead, he commits the foul. Jamaica starting to play with a little bit more of a sense of urgency. Paul Hall, I'm sure, going over things during that 15-minute intermission. We'll see if he goes to his bench tonight. Hugo Perez has to be pleased about his team's performance thus far. They've really started his second half under a bit of pressure from Jamaica. Calvillo comes from behind and wins it back. Referee says play on, and nothing doing. It's right into the arms of the waiting Andre Blake. Williams for Bailey, and there goes Leon Bailey. Darwin Sarin in hot pursuit. Bailey gets the cross away. This will stay in play in the near corner. Green dancing on the ball. It's a throw in El Salvador. And again, that's what Leon Bailey can give you if you're Paul Hall in Jamaica. Really good run down the right. Service just not quite there.
Come on, run.
10 minutes gone in this second half. El Salvador still clinging to that 1-0 advantage. And Jamaica trying to change that. It's Andre Gray. Leaves it up for Morrison. Gray will get it back. Silky smooth from Jamaica. And it's Gray who fires it over the bar. Oh, that was great build-up. From a Jamaican perspective, you hate to see that end how it did. On the right foot of Andre Gray, you'd expect him to put that away. It would have finished off a great move from the Reggae Boys. And his reaction tells the whole story. He knows he let a great opportunity escape him. We'll see how often Jamaica can replicate what we just saw. And I'm sure if you're El Salvador and Hugo Perez, you're thinking, how can we make sure that doesn't happen anymore? Here's Morrison. He's been good distributing out of the midfield. All the way to the end line. A save by Gonzalez on the cross. And a big collision there at the near post, but the referee says to play on. Bailey was crashing in right at Gonzalez. Here's Blake trying to pick out the right pass. Orellana plays this into space down the right. Enriquez trying to turn the corner. Bit of contact there with Damian Lowe. And it looks like a free kick given the way of El Salvador. Go back and look at that last opportunity for Jamaica first. Gonzalez just able to get a touch to that. And then the foul. You saw the extended arms there by Damian Lowe, making it easy for the referees to call that. Loreen and Calvillo stand around it. A two-man wall protects the near post. A bunch of blue jerseys around the penalty spot. Loreen will try to curl this around the wall. I think they're saying they're going to do this again. Another look at this, though. Really good save by Andre Blake. We'll see if Loreen wants to do this again. He will do just that, and this time he skies it over the bar as El Salvador preparing a couple of substitutions. Looks like Joaquin Rivas will be one of those to come on, along with Miguel Lemus. So an hour gone from Independence Park here in Kingston, Jamaica. It's El Salvador holding a 1-0 advantage, and they're looking for more. Tamacas for Enriquez. Again, it's Damien Lowe to come over defensively, but somehow gets the cross away. Nothing doing. Challenged by Dominguez as he got all ball. And it looks like now those subs will be taken. There are the two subs. It will be Pedro Enriquez to come off for Joaquin Rivas. Like-for-like substitution. Enriquez on that yellow card he picked up, so he will come off, and Miguel Lemus will be the other one to come on. And it will be Alexander Loreen to make way. So Lemus comes on. A good 60 minutes put in by Alexander Loreen, always dangerous with that left foot of his. Now play this short off the free kick. Now the ball comes in, but Lowe is able to get it clear. Morrison leading the break. And get it to Leon Bailey. Another interception, it's Tamacas.
Again. Daniel. Go back 3. Hey, Speedy, ready. Speedy, go, ready. Chica.
Here's Seren. On Jamaica, we mentioned it in the first half, they have found a result in the last 3 home World Cup qualifiers against El Salvador. A couple of 1-0 wins and a 0-0 draw most recently. That coming in the 2006 cycle. There's still time to find a goal, though. Maybe more than that. Down the line for Leon Bailey. One-on-one with Ronald Rodriguez. The cross comes in. The header is tipped over the bar. Great save, Mario Gonzalez. That was surely in the top corner to make it 1-1. And instead, Gonzalez comes up with a brilliant tip save. Another look at it again, the service from Leon Bailey, and of course the header from Daniel Green. And now it's Bailey to stand over this set piece once again. Here's the in-swinger, looking for that flick. Rivas gets back to his feet. Bailey puts it back in, it's deflected. Out for another corner. Really good header, but an even better save. And Bailey will take this corner kick as the crowd really starting to get into it now. The referee just holding things for the moment as tensions start to rise. Curled in again. It's Damian Lowe. They'll actually give it right back to Bailey, who tries to just roll it back into the path. And he was in an offside position, and that will end the play. Bailey just didn't quite get back onside quick enough. Gonzalez all the way downfield. Well, this is the first of 4 games across the CONCACAF region tonight. Panama and Honduras, the next one up, and then 2 more games with Mexico taking on the United States and Costa Rica taking on Canada. Speedy Williams gets it out wide. The cross comes in and straight out of play. Nothing doing there for Jamaica. Javane Brown just overhitting that cross, the Vancouver Whitecaps man. Salvador taking its time to get this back in play. Rivas wins the header. Orellana gets it out wide. Lemos plays it ahead. Too far for Steven Vasquez. Paul Hall still looking for answers. We're seeing, of course, those young players into the lineup tonight, the likes of Javane Brown at 23, Richard King, who's 20, Daniel Green at 24, plenty of, actually 2 teenagers on the bench tonight as well. They said about the young players, they have to go on a program just like you would if you went to the gym. And he said he's looking for those individual performances based on just the team being eliminated at this point of World Cup qualifying. Here's Brown again. A driven ball in. It's headed clear, only as far as Speedy Williams. A heavy touch. Brown lunges in. It's a foul. Just clipping, pardon me, Vasquez.
Hold on! Come on! Come on!
Lemos slides in. Who got the last touch? It'll be a throw-in. And it goes Jamaica's way. Serran. Orellana trying to pick apart that back line again. The chances have been few and far between in this second half for El Salvador. Just one shot as opposed to the 5 for Jamaica. They've already outshot themselves from the first half, 5-4. Another foul in the middle. Crowd trying to stay positive. Even though things have become a bit frustrating for the Reggae Boys in this second half. So many chances, and yet nothing put away. And this will be a substitution with the Tafaroy Bygrave coming on and replacing Daniel Green. The 28-year-old Bygrave will come on and make his Jamaican national team debut tonight. A pretty good performance from Daniel Green. He was dangerous at times. Bygrave plays this ahead. Bailey gets it out wide. The cross comes back in. It's Andre Gray! He finally gets his moment! And Jamaica bring it back level! The build-up was there again, and Andre Gray was not missing from that distance. It's 1-1. Another look at it here. Bygrave actually did well to advance the play. You have to say that ball fell kindly to Bailey, who was able to get it out wide for Brown. Brown found Gray, and that equals a goal. A big goal there for Andre Gray, and it had been coming, you felt. And another free kick right off the opening kickoff there. So Andre Gray has found some goal-scoring form as of late. The second goal that he has scored, he scored in that game just a few weeks ago against Panama as well. As Leon Bailey taking off the ball there, and now he stands over this set piece. And the Jamaican fans hoping to cheer about this. It's Leon Bailey, and it's right into the wall. Another turnover. Here's Williams. Williams for Bailey. Leon Bailey, it's another block shot. An advantage was being played, which is why there was no whistle with Speedy Williams hitting the deck. Well, now this whole thing has changed. El Salvador, they need 3 points tonight. It is an absolute must. When you look at the table, they came into the night 8 points off of 4th place. And there's another foul. Tamacas. Lee upended, another free kick coming. El Salvador's had almost nothing going forward in this second half. They'll have to defend this and then work on their attack. Leon Bailey curling this in. Lemus gets it clear. It's Bailey again. Driven ball ahead. Oh, that's a great ball. There's the finish. Oh, and it's saved. Another great chance for Jamaica. Look at this ball from Leon Bailey. My goodness. This would have been close, as he was very close to that offside line, Damian Lowe. And that's a center back finish right there. And now it's Leon Bailey to stand over this corner kick. Really showing his skill and his talent in this game tonight. Bailey curls it in. Couldn't get it by the first man this time. But Williams keeps it alive. Now Bailey. Here's Leon Bailey. Deflected cross. Still available. Good touch in tight space by Darwin Seren. And El Salvador just able to get it clear at least to the near touchline. That pressure keeping it in for Jamaica. Bailey. Now an outlet with Calvillo. And farther ahead for Rivas. A sliding challenge. Jamaica got it clean. It's Gray who's brought down, or pardon me, Morrison. That's a free kick. And it's a yellow card to Lemus. So another set piece opportunity for this Jamaican team. Lemos into the book. And El Salvador preparing a couple of more substitutions as well in their last available window. Ravel Morrison, might he be the one to take this? Or will it be Leon Bailey? It's the right foot of Morrison and it's over the bar. And now those substitutions. Christian Martinez along with Kevin Santamaria. And that's the end of the night for Eriq Calvillo. Pretty strong performance. And Narciso Orellana will also be replaced. Two like-for-like substitutions. Trying to get some fresh legs back in that midfield here in the final 11+ minutes. So Martinez of San Carlos, Santa Maria of Aguila, where they play their club football. Another foul. This will be a free kick going El Salvador's way. But what is to come for El Salvador? They'll go back home and host Costa Rica on Sunday before finishing up at the Azteca next week against Mexico. As for Jamaica, they will head up to Canada, and then they will come back and host Honduras to close things out next Wednesday. Serran under pressure. He's been under pressure all night long, though. Dominguez keeps it alive. Good quick passing here by El Salvador. What can they make of it? Lemos weaving through. And another turnover in midfield. Chipped over the top, looking for Leon Bailey. Sliding challenge with Bailey going down and play continuing on. On the turn. Good ball played ahead. Trying to cut it back. And Tamacas just couldn't finish the chance. Well, that's the best buildup we've seen from El Salvador in this second half. Tamacas onside. That touch is a little bit too strong as he was just lunging for it, trying to get there in front of King. And just lost his balance as he tried to change direction as well. Tamacas slow to get back to his feet.
No, they're not going to take anything. They're not going to take anything.
Salvador wants this checked, and of course VAR takes a look at everything. Paul Hall not pleased with somebody telling him to leave. Hugo Perez in conversation with Danian Parchment, the fourth official. It's been a frustrating second half for Hugo Perez and El Salvador. A lot of defending as Tamacas remains down.
Put it to the side. Forward, get it forward. These guys, thank you. Hey, Diego. Hey. Guys, checking. No forward.
Tamacas loaded onto the stretcher, and there are no more substitutions available for El Salvador. So they might have to finish this with 10 men. Tamacas is not able to continue. Tamacas gets carried off and have to stay out for this corner kick that Darwin Serran stands over.
Number 5.
Seren service. Well over the head of Joaquin Rivas. He's just able to keep this in play, or so we thought. And cued out of play. Quick touches there for Jamaica. Here's Lee. Trying to cross that in. Zavaleta got his head to it, concedes another corner kick. Can Jamaica find a winner? They've only won one game in World Cup qualifying, that coming all the way back in October against Honduras, a 2-0 win. Kamar Roof and O'Neal Fisher, the goal scorers that night. Driven ball in, volley from the top of the area, bouncing through, and it's taken by Gonzalez, who will distribute quickly. The one outlet man in Santa Maria crosses this back in the middle, and Blake gets it clear, and only for a throw-in. 5 minutes to go. Will there be a winner in this one tonight? Great way to open up last window in CONCACAF World Cup qualifying. It's Leon Bailey. Options around. Gray making the run. He'll keep this in play. Now Gray on the turn. Trying to go around defenders. Still Andre Gray. Service in the middle. Trying to get a shot on. And El Salvador do just enough to get it clear. That should be a foul on low. It'll be a yellow card accompanied with it. Look at this from Andre Gray. Just couldn't get it to Speedy Williams, and sliding in at the last second was Roberto Dominguez. Substitution coming. This will be Ramon Howell to come on and replace Speedy Williams. 26-year-old, just a few caps for Jamaica. Will be the second sub of the night. And 26-year-old Howell will come on for the last few minutes. Fresh legs in the middle.
No, we need it right. No, right. Yes. Clear it right now.
All the way into the corner and out for a goal kick. Blake will try to go quickly. We'll get this ball out wide, but just too far for Leon Bailey. Well, it looked like El Salvador was trending towards a 1-0 victory, and that was before Andre Gray was able to find a goal in the 72nd minute. After he missed a big chance early on in the second half, finally able to find a goal. Lee with a burst of pace. Now he throws the brakes on and turns back. All-time in World Cup qualifiers, these two teams exactly even coming into the night. 3 wins, 3 losses, 3 draws, 9 goals scored, 9 goals against. Not much to split them.
Sin falta, perro, dale. Paco.
And El Salvador needs 3 points to stay alive. Long throw in by Lee. Flick along by Bygrave. Nothing there. Brown trying to turn the corner. Squares it back. It's Leon Bailey. Keeps it moving and Mariappa skies it. El Salvador quick to put it back in play. It fell very nicely for Mariappa, and he knows right away that that was not what his team was looking for. 4 minutes added on at the end of the 90 minutes. Even with the draw tonight, El Salvador will get to double-digit points. Trying to play through the middle, Santa Maria, nothing doing. Stepping in to win it back with Seren. Vasquez for Seren. Appeal for handball, referee says no. And Damian Lowe's going quickly over the top. Gonzalez is there. Zavaleta. Just 1 shot in the second half for El Salvador. They haven't created any big chances. Jamaica's created 3, and they're now up to 17 shots total. 13 of those coming in this second half. Second ball won by Rivas. Santa Maria. Maybe just trying to catch Andre Blake out. He wasn't having that. Low over the top. And right to Gonzalez. These teams have played hard over these 90 minutes. What's left in the tank in the final 2 minutes of stoppage time? Seren. This ball slowly trickling out of play. One minute to go. Seren, Tamakas. Is there something left in this game? Paul Hall hoping so. Played down the line. One more opportunity. This curled into a good area. The header is just wide. Sent downfield by Grave. Won't get there. The referee will stop play here. We're right at the 4 minutes. And there is the final whistle. The points are shared tonight in Kingston. 1-1 it finishes between Jamaica and El Salvador. And that will end the run to Qatar for El Salvador.